Hey guys, it's Carly. I am currently in Sandpoint, Idaho, and it is absolutely beautiful. It's right outside of Coeur d'Alene. It's about an hour outside of Coeur d'Alene. My mom and I flew to Spokane, Washington yesterday. Very long day. We had yesterday here, and today is our free day before I go to Dynamic Health tomorrow and get a treatment called LymeStop that I've been preparing my body for all summer long. I know I have a lot of people praying for me, and it really means a lot to me. Just feel really grateful that I was able to catch the Lyme early enough on, because I know there's a lot of people who have it a lot worse than me, where they can't walk and they're bedridden and they're miserable. Definitely gone through a lot. What I go through is more neurological. It's harder for people to understand. It's harder for people to see or spot out, just because I don't look sick necessarily on the outside. This summer I have been feeling so much better. I mean, I've actually been able to read and comprehend for like the first time, and I couldn't even tell you how long. I think like the last time I was actually able to like fully comprehend books was like 8th grade, I think it was like 7th grade actually, which is, I seriously do not know how I got through high school. Getting my brain fog out of the way by using like Berber Panella and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, just being able to like pick up a book, like it's like my mind craves it now. It helps me like want to read my Bible more as well. But also, I mean, I read Love Does by Bob Goff, which was awesome. I'm about to read Believe Me by Yolanda Hadid. But the book I've been reading right now is by Sadie Robertson, and it's Fearless, and it seriously, it's like God's really speaking to me through her in those pages. This book has been helping me heal and realize what areas I might need to exhale my ugly, or whatever, as Sadie puts it. Everybody has their own type of trauma they've gone through, and I definitely have had my trauma and my emotional hurts, and I think I am sensitive. I also would say like now I am also very strong, which is awesome that God's able to take our fears and turn them into something that's one of our strengths. 2019 has been a huge year of healing for me. God has really helped me so much, and I know that He's the one who has been opening all the doors, and that's why I really have a lot of faith that after this treatment I will be healed. And I also have mast cell activation inside my body, a lot of histamine problems, and so I'm actually going to Atlanta after this to get another treatment done called Q&RT, which I think is going to help me, it helps retrain my brain, and I think it's going to help me avoid stuff that triggers my mast cell, because a lot of it is emotional for me, and emotions are good. They make us human, and I always have felt emotions so very deeply. I always thought deeper than most people, which I still believe. And as much as I need to heal my body, I also need to heal my heart and my mind. And so that's what I've been really working on. And it hasn't been easy, but I know in my weakness, that's when God is able to work the best inside my life. So I'm just considering it pure joy when I'm facing trials, and I know that all of this has a reason, and it's to glorify God, and I truly believe He's going to heal me, and I feel really lucky. I do. The treatment is at 8 a.m. tomorrow. It's similar to, I guess, like muscle testing, you could say. There's different points all over the body, like the right shoulder, I think, is babesia. This doctor I'm going to see tomorrow, he is able to diagnose and treat on the spot. So he'll take like a vial of something that might like upset the babesia, and he'll be able to tell if there's any activity there. And then if there is activity, then that means I have, babesia in that spot. And then he will be able to take a magnet, and it kind of like lights it up for my own immune system to attack. But for that to happen, I've been having to open up all my pathways, detox as much as I can, and also get my inflammation down. God has put in so many people inside our life and so many different companies. Like NutriMedics helped me so much at the beginning of the summer with their Lyme protocol. I was noticing huge results finally from that, and that's a big factor into why I'm feeling better. I mean, lymphatic massages, ozone treatments, acupuncture. I mean, and this stuff is like, it's not cheap, and like that's another thing. Like, I'm really grateful to my parents, because especially my dad, like all the financial sacrifices that they've made for my health, and I'm just so grateful. Honestly, I feel the best that I've ever felt now, health-wise, but it's like crazy to me, because I can't even like comprehend that I'm gonna get better. Like, I don't know what that looks like, because I've had this for so long. It's like I don't really realize what normal is. So yeah, I mean, it's been a while. It's been like, I mean, the mast cell activation really hit in 2017. That was when I had chronic immune dysfunction. I was hospitalized for mono and strep, and I was far from God as well. I had a lot of anxiety, and I feel so lucky to be where I am today. I feel like I've grown a lot, and honestly, I would not change a single thing that's happened to me, because it's really shaped me into who I am, and I want to just keep on growing, and I want to help people, and I'm really excited for this treatment tomorrow, and I can't wait to tell you guys about it. It's 7:45 right now, and we are on our way to the appointment.
I just ask, Lord, that you give wisdom to this doctor, and I pray for Carly that her body accepts it well, and that her immune system just kicks in right and just the way it needs to, and it starts going after all that it needs to do in order to help her heal. We know that it's not going to be an overnight thing, but we know, Lord, that this has been going on for 5 years, and we just thank you, Lord, that you have helped us and understand now what it's been. We thank you that this doctor is a Christian, that he's going to pray with us before he starts.
It's gonna happen. I'm gonna be better after this.
I know you will.
Hey guys, so today is August 7th, and yesterday I had my first 2 initial treatments. I actually already went in this morning, and then in about an hour I have another treatment, and then at 4:20 I go in for my last one. But yeah, this experience has been really good so far, and basically, to walk you through our first initial treatment, it was at 8 a.m. We showed up a few minutes early, but they had massage chairs, which was so nice. So my mom and I sat inside the massage chairs, and then they called us in. And then we met with Dr. Tony Smith, and he was awesome. He wanted to kind of help explain, because it's like not a very traditional treatment, so it can be hard for some people to kind of like wrap their heads around it. Basically, our whole bodies have electric charges in them, so both positive and negative, and he was saying your hand, your palm actually has a positive charge, while the back of your hand has a negative charge. Like with muscle testing, he had me hold out my arm, and then he was pushing against it, and he was like, try to keep it strong. And so I first did it with my palm on my head, and I was able to keep it strong, and then we flipped and did the negative charge, and my arm went weak. So yeah, that was just his kind of example to try to help me grasp the positive and negative charges in the body. After that, he had a bunch of little like books filled with vials of all these different types of things. I mean, like different types of food, medications, like allergies, like a lot of stuff. And he went through all of them and he would touch them while there was like a gentle touch, but a connection between us, so he could see how my muscles were responding to each. After that, found a lot of things that I wasn't expecting, which I have it in here. It's a lot of paperwork. Lyme stuff. Yeah. After that first part happened, he had me stand up like on his table, like kind of sit on it, and he was kind of just pushing, touching around while holding onto my arm, and he was able to find all the different spots all over my body, and then it's kind of confusing, but he would take magnets when he would find a spot, and then he'd have me sometimes hold on to the magnets, and then he would be like touching all the different areas. So like if it was like the Epstein-Barr point, which is like over here, which I have, he would have me hold a magnet up right here, and he'd help position it right in the certain spot, and then he'd kind of push all around the body, and it's almost like he's able to find where all the Epstein-Barr is hiding all over my body. And basically the whole point is to get your immune system to recognize it and latch on to it. So yeah, he did that for about an hour. So the infections we found that are not Lyme related is Candida, which is my number one. I've always known, like I've probably had Candida, but they were like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I was like, oh, why? And they were like, yeah, when you have Candida, it's like having a double punch of Lyme, which I had no idea. So yeah, so I'm actually gonna be on a 3-week Candida diet and like a whole protocol for that before I go into my other stuff. Aspergillus is in my sinuses. Protozoa 1, small intestine, parasite, and large intestine. I have a virus in my liver, and then Epstein-Barr is in my blood and my spleen, which, you know, it's usually where Epstein-Barr goes. He also found out I have a neurotransmitter deficiency, and it's the one that I can't pronounce it, but it starts with an A. And it's the one that has to do with like memory loss and stuff like that, which I've been saying, and it's really nice that there's a name for that. And then my Lyme-related infections, he found Borrelia in my brain, my cerebral spinal fluid, my liver, bloodstream, lymph. He also found it, I think it's on my bladder, after the first initial treatment. Babesia in my blood and my spleen. I think it might say something with my bladder as well on this. Bartonella, which is one of the real bad boys, is in my blood, spleen, small intestines. Mycoplasma pneumonia was in my blood, spleen, lymph, small intestines. And then there's other Lyme viruses that he's not sure if it's Borrelia or Babesia or Bartonella. He just found the point for it, so it could be a different type of like infection, but it's something Lyme related. The one that was probably our biggest find was in my heart, which is Lyme virus A, and also inside my small intestines. But I had no idea, and I can't really explain the feeling I got, but I felt something happening when he did the thing with my heart, and like I honestly, like I've been feeling something happening with my heart. Not a bad thing, kind of like soreness today. And so he said I'm probably only using about 80% of my heart right now. And then other Lyme viruses in my small intestine, joints, and small intestine I have like even cyst form of Borrelia. So yeah, a lot of stuff. They set you up really nice though with all of the supplements you need, and they give you a form on each. They really help you. Today I have a nutritional meeting type of thing. It didn't hurt, and afterwards I felt tired, but I wasn't too tired because I was able to go to either Tubbs Hill or Hub, I think it's Tubbs Hill. So I was like able to go on like kind of like a hike. But I know the detoxing or whatever, like it affects everybody differently. It's gonna be an up and down. Another thing that Dr. Smith said that I found was interesting is he was like, there will never be a vaccine for Lyme. because when you get bit by one tick, it's not just like Borrelia. Like, you can't just go after Borrelia. Like, what are you making the vaccine for? Like Borrelia, Bartonella? Because when you have Borrelia, you have automatically 8 to 10 other like infections related at least. So LymeStop has been really, really cool because they've had so many great testimonies from people. Next checkup point, which mine is in December, so that's 4 months. They're either 50% better or completely better. And I really believe that this is gonna heal me, and I'm really, really excited. It was kind of overwhelming, I will say, on the first day, hearing about just everything that is going on in my body, and the big diet lifestyle change I'm gonna have to adapt to. But I think taking all the supplements and taking so many pills this summer and doing detoxing and stuff really has set me up, because now I know how to like take care of myself, because I'm not gonna have my mom with me, and I'm gonna be alone doing it up at school. So yeah, overall it's been a really great experience, and I'm really excited to start healing and start getting this stuff out of my body. So anyways, I really appreciate you guys watching. If you have Lyme and you're suffering, I would definitely recommend checking out LymeStop. I know that some people may be skeptical, but I mean, it really doesn't get much better than this, so yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. Bye.